What's going on, everybody? I know I'm in a crazy storm on an island right now on a surfing trip, and I've got HermitStyles here. He's got some stuff to show you. Hermit, what's going on, buddy?
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it
We've
going?
never got to do this before, you and I. This is going to be super fun.
I know. I had to spend a lot of money to get on this channel, Graydon.
That's how it works, you know. It's a one-time fee. You wish. It's definitely an EPAC fee, but here we are.
We paid to win, baby.
What are we even opening right now? It's it's Marvel Metal Avengers right now, which is the current EPAC release.
No, so this is Marvel Masterpieces.
No, for sure, but the one that's out right now on EPAC is the one that everyone's kind of trading right now.
Yeah.
So here we go. So we've just finished off. We had the sellout of MM22 that went in just a couple of days. Sorry, guys. I'm in like a full-blown Pacific storm here. I just had to mute it as the wind was howling. But Hermit, walk us through what you're going to open with us today.
Dedication, my man. Dedication. That's awesome. So this is the uncut sheet redemption that just came in the mail today. And then we've got this package here. And this is the preliminary art. So we've got the preliminary art redemption and the uncut sheet. Both came in today, and I had no idea they were coming today. In fact, in my account, it still just says preparing to ship. Yeah. So.
Isn't it frustrating trying to figure out where your EPAC items are when you look at the website? It's just like, good luck, everybody. Why did I pay for tracking?
I know. Yeah. FedEx guy just came on my door, and he actually took this and like from head level just dropped it. And I was like, no. It was like physically painful. And he's like, yeah, was this something for work or something? And I said, no. He's like, oh, it's weird. You have to sign off on it. I was like, yeah, just give it to me, please. Thank you.
Wow. With the uncut sheet, my friend, which one are you hoping to get?
Okay, so I really am hoping for the cover variants because I collected a full set of all the gold foil SIGs. So I have all the normal art for them. So I thought it'd be really cool if I had all the cover variant arts as well. I'm happy with anything though. I love uncut sheets. I've got one other arm right there on my wall too. So I'm just excited to finally have a Marvel one.
If you had your choice, like, have we seen an uncut sheet yet that's the emerald or the red spectrum or the oranges? Have we seen anything like that yet?
Not that I've seen. I've seen a few people pull the cover one though. Actually, someone today just messaged me. They were waiting on theirs and they pulled the cover variant sheet. It's funny. We were both waiting together. So I was like, oh man, that's the one I want.
I've seen a lot of the cover variants come in 2 pieces.
Yeah, I think they all do. I think they all come in 2 pieces. Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm just going to give you guys a little view of what's going on here.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a full-blown storm here right now. So I apologize if the audio is a bit misty.
Dude, so this is wild.
With the other prelim, what are we hoping to get? Do you know what it is, or is it just a random?
It's completely random. Don't know what it is. I know of about 13 or so that have been redeemed. Scarlet Witch is my main character I collect, and she has not been redeemed yet that I'm aware of. So obviously, we're hoping for Scarlet. But again, happy with anything, but we're hoping for Scarlet.
I really hope that that's the one that you get. That would be so cool.
Odds are very, very small. Very much so against me. But
you know, the odds are small, but the good karma is there.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely. I don't want to keep you any longer, my friend. What do you want to start with?
You tell me. Your show. You call the shots. Uh-oh. We lost your audio, Graydon.
Let's start with the preliminary art.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So preliminary art right here. I'm going to move the uncut sheet a little over to the side here. Okay. So let's see. I'm so nervous to open it. I feel like I'm going to mess it up. Granted, the FedEx guy just threw it on the ground, so I guess I can't mess it up that bad now. So,
don't you hate when Ace Ventura is the one that like delivers your package?
Came in the tutu and everything, man.
Like took your dog.
Yeah. All right. So I don't want to ruin the surprise here. Hang on. There's one little piece still to rip off. All right. So I'm just gonna take a little peek. Okay, I can see. Okay, so I think there's something on this side. So I'm gonna pull it out this way, so that way we can all see it together. I think it's just out in the open though, so I don't think there's anything in front of this. So here we go. I'm so nervous right now. I don't know what that is. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Boom.
Ultron.
It's Ultron. Oh man.
Dude, that looks so good.
Wow. Oh man, that's so cool.
So sorry, was
That
this
is so,
pulled
so,
from a
so
physical box or was this e-pack?
So this was e-pack. I actually bought it though. I bought the redemption card. I didn't.
And you've
pull
already got it in the mail. That's hope for everyone else sending theirs in.
Yeah. So I redeemed this on the 28th. So really, really quick. I was surprised how quick it came. Wow, this is awesome though. This is actually my first piece of any kind of like art from Marvel, other than having like cards. So this is really exciting.
And it's only a Dan DeSantos.
Yeah. Dude, so cool. Wow. Awesome.
Congratulations. That's a huge thing to have as your first preliminary ever. Is going to be a Dan DeSantos piece of original art.
Yeah. Super cool. And hey, Scarlet, she's a little bit related to Ultron. There's some correlation there. So
not bad trade bait. Not bad trade bait at all.
Either. Yeah, well, hey, whoever gets Scarlet, I'll trade straight up. So
there's a few Ultron collectors out there.
There are. I've got a friend that collects Ultron, so he might want this, but I don't think I'll be able to give it up unless it's for another. So just so you know, Funk. Funk does collect Ultron. He actually helped me out big time recently too to get a Scarlet. So shout out to Funk. Okay.
I'm so pumped you wanted to do this on the channel. I love seeing these redemptions. The uncut sheet that we're about to open, in my opinion, is one of the coolest things you can possibly get from MMs, from Marvel Masterpieces in general. It's such a great thing to frame for a collecting room, for a character collector. It just fits the puzzle really well.
Yes, dude. So excited. It'll definitely be framed and up on the wall, whatever one I pull. So I'm excited.
Without further ado, you've been waiting all day for me to be able to get internet and power to do this. So let's check it out, man.
No, I was happy to wait, man. I was excited you wanted me on.
So stoked to do this. Hermit bought a box recently from me that was going to be opened on the channel. I don't think we'll do it here in the windstorm with no power. Let's definitely postpone that just for this one. But
it would be a good video, though.
Just us at the beach, just blowing around in a raft. Totally. So we're hoping for the variant cover, but I haven't seen a gold sig one yet either.
That would honestly, the gold sig would be really cool since that's what I decided to collect from the set. So that it would like complete my collection for it. So that would also be really, really cool.
I'm surprised at how big the container they shipped it in. I thought it was going to be way smaller.
That's what I thought. So my hope is the bigger one has 2 because it's a cover variant. So just saying.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Reveal. Take your time.
I don't even know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, how do I do this on camera? All right, let's see.
Do you have plans to frame the card with the sheet?
No, but that actually is really cool. So now I might need to have those plans. All right, so let's see. I'm scared I'm gonna mess this up. It's hard to get out of here.
Wow, they really packaged it.
Yeah, they really did. Trying to get it out without like bending it. Okay. Wow. No, they really needed it this big. This is tight.
Well, you don't want to risk any like fold marks, so I totally get having it in something that looks like a telescope is going to arrive at your house.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was just going to be like a huge box, if they're going to lay it flat or if they're going to roll it up. Because it's funny, Dragon Ball, their uncut sheet, that's what I have on the wall back there. That came in just like a big box, just like a big flat box. So I was wondering how the Marvel ones come. All right, so here we go.
Oh man,
massive, dude. All right, so it looks like it's only one sheet, so I don't think it is the cover variant, but that's okay. It's definitely got a little bit of damage, so that's a little bit of a bummer.
Oh no, what kind of damage are we talking about?
So this corner right here is like super, here, I'll see if you can see it. not too bad, but if you can
Just
see,
like a dinged corner.
yeah, that's all.
Would it be an upper deck product if it didn't have that?
No, it's got to be. It's got to. It's like a rite of passage. All right, so here we go. I'm going to move back a little bit.
Take your time, my friend.
Oh, what's the other way? So here we go. It is. Dun, dun, dun. Dude, this is so hard to open on camera.
It is the standard base.
So it is the base. It is the base, which is still really cool. It looks really good. And the base is awesome because, I mean, even the bases were all like, it's weird because in Marvel Masterpieces, they number all the bases. So that's still like, I was surprised that they do that being new to Marvel, but man, this looks really good.
It looks so good. Congratulations on getting a redemption. There weren't very many of them out there. I think there was like 25 of them.
I have no clue. Someone told me it was in the 20s, and then someone else told me it was in the 80s, and I was like, okay, so no one really knows.
It's definitely not in the 80s. For uncut sheets, it's definitely not in the 80s.
Okay. But yeah, man, this is awesome. So cool. So cool, dude.
It's such an impressive thing to own from a modern MM.
Wow. No, I'm very happy with this. I was going to be happy with literally anything I pulled. So yeah, this is definitely going to go to the framer. I've already been looking up local framers to figure out who I was going to. I usually go to Michael's, but I was like, maybe I should try to find a local business that does it. So found a local guy that does them. So I'm going to hit him up tomorrow.
I did a video with a friend of mine, Gem Mint, and he had a disaster with dealing with Michael's. And ever since then, I'm always worried about Michael's.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. They it's really hit or miss when you go there on like who you get to take care of your things. Oh no. Oh man, look at this. So this actually really sucks. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to get it close enough.
You can see that. You can definitely see that.
Can you see it? Yeah, it's like totally ripped. Oh, that's a bummer. So like that corner is almost all the way ripped off. And then this corner is super bent. If you can see, it's bent. It's creased right along there.
Does it affect the image on the other side, or is there a lot of space there?
No, it doesn't. So luckily, where it is damaged is down here on this side. So where the little print lines are, or whatever you call them.
Well, with an uncut sheet, I'm sure there's a geography to it. Maybe maybe the uncut sheets were intended to be used, but they were like, you know what, these are a bit too beat up. We'll use these as redemptions.
Yeah, I was wondering how they go about that. I'd love to know more about how they go about the uncut sheets and what they print. But yeah,
Blake says Gwen is safe.
Gwen is safe. Gwen is safe. Yeah, actually, I think all the cards are good. So all the actual images of the cards, I don't see any damage on it. So. Man,
well, that's it. So why don't you walk us through a little bit of your process of what MM22 was for you? A lot of us participated in different ways. I never opened up any physical, and I participated on EPAC a lot. What was your experience?
So MM22 is really cool for me. I'm still pretty new to collecting Marvel. So I come from more Dragon Ball. I've done a lot in the Dragon Ball space for a long time, and Marvel, though, was my first what was my first set? Marvel Platinum was the first time I really dove into Marvel. So I didn't get to participate initially in MM22, but as I went through the sets, I loved the art. I started following Dan's art, loved his stuff, and I was really bummed that I never got to participate. So when I saw EPAC go out, man, I lost my damn mind. I went harder on MM22 than I've gone in any Dragon Ball set, any card set. I used to be in a Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Nothing compare. I lost my mind. I told my wife
what was the chase for you?
She's gonna kill me.
What was the chase for you in MM? What were like some top things you were really hoping to pull or trade for?
So top things that I really wanted out of MM, I really wanted to. Honestly, I'm always like a completionist, and because I love the art so much, my first goal was just to have one representation of every piece of art from the set. So I didn't really care that much about the rarity, but it just so happened I'm also really into SIGs and having autos on my cards. In Dragon Ball, that isn't really a thing. So I used to go to cons and get all my cards signed by the voice actors. So I have like a really big.
It is a unique Marvel thing to get autos from artists. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So the gold foil SIG was like, I was like, oh, I love this. Like, this is right up my alley. And it was the cheapest to collect. So it's like, oh, this is perfect. So my goal was just complete one of every gold SIG, and then just a couple others that didn't have the gold, like the Iron Man hollow foil didn't have one, and like the Sauron, and what was I think the Kingpin didn't have one. So just getting one image though, every piece of art from the set. And then for Scarlet, I just wanted to try to rainbow as much as I could. I knew the out of 10s are probably out of reach for me. The out of 15 probably out of reach for me. But everything above that, I was going for one representation of every Scarlet, which I'm almost there. I'm getting pretty close.
Kang's asking in the chat here if you have any plans on trading your sheet for a gold SIG one.
Kang, I don't know. Honestly, I haven't thought about it. Maybe, I don't know. Part of me is like, it's kind of cool because I have the complete set of gold SIGs in my binder to show that. And then I have the actual just base from the set. But also it could be kind of cool to finish off the gold SIG. I don't know, Kang.
Hermit, I think everyone's got to know. I think every collector needs to answer this question. Who has the best auto in the gold SIG series of the modern masterpieces?
Oh, that's hard. That's really hard. I don't know. I feel like I'm very biased because Dan's is the only one that I've really chased after. So like I'm inclined to say Dan's because I really love the way it looks on all the cards. But I feel like that might be a biased answer right now, especially with just opening up all this amazing stuff. But I'll say
I'm a way in. Simone Bianchi has the craziest auto.
Simone's is crazy.
Beautiful auto.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, you're probably right on that. You're probably right on that. I'm gonna stick with my answer, Dan. But objectively, you're probably correct.
Dan has a beautiful auto. I love that Dan aftermarket signed things on cards for people, but did them in the colors that weren't the pack pulled one. I thought that was very classy.
So that's another one of my goals for MM22 is I want to get a prelim art of Scarlet signed, just a prelim card. I want to get that signed.
Kang, I love that you said that the only wrong answer is Jusco is because they made it really thick. That is personally something I love about that card. I think it's really bold and looks like it was kind of done with like a chisel tip pen. I like that, just to show you the variations of how people collect. I'm really down with that one.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, yeah, I like them. I don't think there's any of them that are bad. I think they're all good.
Have you shipped your entire e-pack yet?
Kind of. So I've got my binder set up with all my gold foil SIGs. They're all here, all in the binder. I don't have the Battle Spectrum gems, the canvas, or the hollow foils yet. So that's going to be my next shipment. But right now I have all my Scarlets that I collected so far and the whole gold foil SIG set.
Kang says, I'm jaded because I had a base 22 size set, and the mark was extra thick. Love it. Just tuning in, Funkified, welcome to the conversation. I'm so grateful we got to do this all live with everybody because, Hermit, I've never had you on, and you're one of my favorite collectors. You're such a nice guy, and I saw
you don't have to lie to me because I'm on camera, but thank you.
you gave Norin that beautiful Server Surfer piece too. Like, you know, I know you in the collecting community as a real gem, and I'm really grateful that you wanted to be on my channel to open up your redemption.
Dude, I was so excited that you wanted to do it. I was like, check a box off the list of accomplishments, be on Graydon's channel.
Dude, we got to have you on more. So I have a redemption as well. I have the uncut sheet, but I have my entire e-pack is being mailed to me right now. And I wish I could have redeemed that card on e-pack.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
You would not believe the storm that is blowing in right now, guys. Sorry. Just going to mute myself before I blow away. But what's the next thing on the list of collecting there, Hermit, that you're excited about right now? Marvel, since you are coming into the hobby, what are you excited about right now?
Right now, I'm really excited to just finish masterpieces. I'm so close to just being finished for what I want. And then if I can get more than what I want, that's great. But I'm almost satisfied, at least with where I'll be. And then, so Scarlet is my favorite. And I feel like I'm a lot different than a lot of you. I'm the outcast because I didn't really grow up being super into the comics. I really got into Marvel way late into the game, and MCU is really what got me into Marvel. That's what really like sparked my interest. And WandaVision was like the show. Like I watched the movies, they were cool, but I watched WandaVision and I was like, this was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. So that's
That's
why
so
I collect
interesting.
Scarlet.
So interesting.
Yeah, so I decided that WandaVision, I needed to have every card. And I am closing in on finishing the base set and some of the others, but the base set is cool because the first 20 cards are from the first 2 episodes where everything's in black and white. So for those base sets, I did the out of I think it's out of 25 or 20, the black and white variant. And I have 2 left that I need. And they are really hard to find because I don't think that many people open it and I don't think that many people put them for sale. So I have 2 left. I'm really excited to get those 2.
What's the biggest difference between collecting Dragon Ball Z and collecting Marvel other than the autos?
Oh, it's so different. I mean, first in Marvel, you have all these different artists that are so focused on, which is so cool to me. I didn't know how much. I it's just so like Dragon Ball, the art. A lot of it originates from Akira Toriyama, obviously. Um, But a lot of the Dragon Ball cards that people collect today are all from the trading card game. So like this Marvel MTG set that's coming out, that's more normal to me because almost everything in Dragon Ball that people chase outside of like some of the really old card ass cards are from games. So a lot of that's focused on rarity, the foiling, the texturing, but it's a lot of just the same art used over and over. It's not original art and there isn't really new pieces coming out. So just the focus on the art and the artist is really cool. And also having so many parallels, I was like, what the hell is this? This is crazy. In Dragon Ball, it's just you get the card and then you might have an alt art or you might have a foil and a non-foil. That's about it. Whereas in Marvel, you have so many different things you can chase. And then I guess the last big difference to keep this really short, because I could probably go on for an hour, is serial numbered cards. There's very few in Dragon Ball that exist. So the ones that do are very rare and very expensive, but we're talking like out of 555 out of 600, which to a Marvel collector, you're like, that's nothing. To a Dragon Ball collector, we're like, whoa, this is crazy. Like out of 500, how did you, that's a big deal. So those are some of like the big differences, but I just like that it's focused on the art. And now I've been just preaching. I'm like in Dragon Ball, the card game, there needs to be a more focus on the art. We need more recognition to the artists because there really isn't any. So I'd love to see Dragon Ball do more with the art. I don't think that'll ever happen, but that's what's really cool to me in collecting Marvel.
I think that was a great answer, and I enjoyed all of that. Are you interested in tops? Have you seen any of the tops Marvel cards that have come out?
Give me 1 second. My laptop's gonna die for some reason. It's not charging. Sorry.
Take your time. We're in a surfing windstorm here, and we're just doing our thing.
Okay. All right, we're good. It had just unplugged a little bit. I was like, why does it say my MacBook's going to shut off?
Let's close out with your thoughts on Topps Marvel. I want to hear what a new collector thinks about Topps Marvel.
Yeah, so I'm not like overly thrilled about it from what I've seen personally, but I'm always open to like new card. I mean, I love cards, so it's not like I'm like, oh wow, it's the worst thing in the world. I don't ever want it. I mean, I love collecting cards, so I think it's cool. It's something different, so I'm open to new things. I think so far what they've done just hasn't really given me anything that I want to chase, especially at their price points. If prices come down, maybe it seems a little more feasible, but it doesn't really feel new, if that makes sense. I haven't seen anything that I'm like, oh wow, that's so unique or anything like that. So I'm hoping they bring in more things. Like I'm hoping they bring in sketch cards and different things where they're really promoting the artist more than it feels like they have done so far. But it's just so new. I mean, it's only a set or 2 in, so I'm trying to reserve judgment until we go in.
Smart. There's lots more product to see, but definitely the recycled art and it just has it with the price point for recycled art. It's kind of like we got an annual set for masterpiece prices.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. With almost like some platinum foiling treatment.
Totally platinum vibes going on.
Yeah, platinum vibes and an annual box of masterpieces prices. Welcome to Topps.
I've got more I want to talk about all of this stuff on, but like I mentioned before, I've been outrageously busy lately on these surfing trips, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. I've been in northern British Columbia, out the Alaska Highway lately. There's lots more live stuff to go. I think we're going to wrap it up here before I blow away in the storm.
Yeah, please be safe.
But Hermit, I would really like to have you on when we open up your box. So recently, Hermit purchased a box of Trilogy That's the new Allegiance product that came out. There's some really interesting comic cuts, really interesting cards in that set. I'm really looking forward to opening them with you.
Awesome, man. Likewise, I can't wait. I'm really excited. Thanks for the opportunity, and thanks everyone for hanging out. Super, super pumped on this. Very excited. We'll be going to the framer for both things. So,
Hermit, let's make sure everyone on Instagram is following you. Tell us where we find you at.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at hermit.style, and then I have a YouTube channel which I think is called. It might be called Hermit. It's either Hermit Style Podcast or Hermit Style. You'll find it. Just search Hermit Style. I'm on all.
I'm gonna add it to the description. Both of those things. You must follow Hermit. Some of the openings, some of the box breaks, super fun stuff, guys. I've seen a bunch of them, and they're great to watch. He's got the voice. Look at the setup. He's got the microphone and everything. Like, it's all good. Make sure you're over there.
Let me deceive you. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Those are the best channels, because welcome to one
That's
of them
right.
myself. You know? All right, Hermit, thanks so much for joining us, buddy. We're going to catch up again soon. I hope everyone's doing great out there. Stay tuned for more live stuff, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Having lots of fun.
Awesome. Guys, like and subscribe. See ya.
Bye, everybody.